But before I tell you everything about Engineered Timber Flooring, don't forget we open Monday to Saturday here in Newstead, 77 Doggett Street. Come and say hello. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about what is engineered timber flooring. It's a very common question when people come into the showroom and they ask me like, what is it? What is it made of? What sort of finish? What sort of thickness? How it can be laid? So in this video today we're going to answer all these questions. We're going to split into a couple sections and yeah, I'll try and simply explain you what is engineered timber flooring. So next time when you're shopping for timber, you know what it's all about. What is engineered timber flooring? Basically, this is a board made on a factory with the core made out of plywood or any stable materials with the layer of actual hardwood or pine or any European oak on top. So you have multi-layers, and engineered timber flooring stands for it's engineered that way that it plywood layers, for example, like this one here, they hold each other together. So they're more stable to weather, water, and so on with the some of the veneer. That's pretty much your engineered timber floor. Let's talk about different locking system. All right, locking system. Not much to worry here in terms of client. There's only two locking systems, tongue and groove and click system. Some benefits for having click system, if you're laying it yourself, the only bonus I see is it's easier to hold the straight line, because once you lock that in, it's not going anywhere. For tongue and groove locking system, it's probably more for professionals, because again, to keep the line straight with this board, it's going to be just you need to have some kind of a professional tools that kind of clamp them together and keep the line straight. Yeah, for DIY locking system, for professionals, for us actually doesn't matter which one to use. Part number 3, thickness of your engineered timber flooring. So we'll start from standard one, which is a 14 or 15 mil total thickness board with 3 or 2 mil or 4 mil veneer. Depends on the supplier, on the finish, on the species, and so on. So basically, roughly speaking, most of the floorboards are 15 mil with 3 mil veneer. The smallest one or the thinnest one we have here is a 10 mil with 2 mil veneer. I would say this is a non-sandable version, so 2 mil is too risky to resand. So it can be maybe slightly buffered and then apply the coating, but again, it's a questions. Can we do that or not? Or you can go like a 21 mil thick 6 mil veneer. So 6 mil veneer is the same as in your solid flooring. So you have pretty much 3-4 good sandings out of it. So in 10 years time you decide to resand. So that veneer that you pay now more than for 2 mil veneer will pay you out. So pretty much you can refinish it, you can restain it, you can change the color, you can change the grain, whatever. So investing in a veneer will win you in the long run. Or you can go for the entry-level engineered floorboards we even have like a 0.6 mil veneer floorboards, which is of course non-sandable version. Another part is the actual width. So you can go from engineered floorboards. In the old days, they were narrower than 130. Now, the manufacturing or the floorboards we have here, the minimum it will be like around 130, 120, 130 wide, all the way up to 400. So this is going to be like 400 mil wide board. Obviously, the wider, the longer the board, the more you pay. Next one, which is topic number 4, is the floor finish. So depends on, again, on the supplier, on the species. So most of the Australian species like blackbutt, spotted gum, and so on, they finished in a matte smooth finish because it's a hardwood. So there's not much grain to fill compared to any of the European, Canadian, American oaks. Most of the Australian timber floors, they coated with just a varnish, no added color, compared to, again, of any of the European oaks, for example. Like, that's the natural color of European oak. Whatever else you see, like even this sample here, it's a different color. It doesn't mean that the actual tree is different color. Actual tree is this color. Whatever color you see in out of this is stain. So that's why you can get European oak raw and then stain it yourself to whatever color you like, but most people going for the pre-finished product, for the engineered pre-finished boards that they already come finished from the factory. So you get that the color, because again, on a small sample, when you're trying to do a patch of stain or the color you like to see on the floor, over big scale it usually doesn't look same as on a small sample. So if you want to be dead right with your color, go for the pre-finished already stained floor. So that's the pretty much 4 topics going through engineered floorboards, so you have a better understanding now in terms of finish, thickness, and so on. And the last one, obviously another bonus, as you watched that video till the end, this board can be laid as glue down and as floating. Floating good for click system. So again, it's easier to hold the line, the straight line. And obviously we do most of it, it's a glue down, so we're using tongue and groove. But again, for us, doesn't really matter. It's just slightly easier for us to install a tongue and groove system because we have those professional tools to keep the line straight. If it's a small job, you can do it yourself, you don't need to have a license. But if you start going for the whole lot, for the big apartment or for the big house area, and you want to glue down, you need to have a license. So whoever is going to be doing your floor, just check if they have a flooring license to install your floor. Because if it's installed incorrectly and something happens, insurance won't pay you out. Sometimes it's not even cheaper to install it yourself or get us to do it. So then you get the warranties, then you can claim, and it can get everything repaired and fixed, and you have just a peace of mind when it's done by professionals, licensed professional. Please look around, and if you decide to go with the flooring company, check their license. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next one.